I like the community, and I love that it's a safe space. And my big thing is family. That's what it feels like to me, that we're all family. We're all like united. That's what Hispanos Unidos means. It's like Hispanics united. We're all united.
Howdy! Guys. Welcome back to the couch, the Office of Spiritual Life podcast. Mace is here with us today, our worship and production coordinator.
What's up, y'all?
I am Avory Rosenhuff, one of your campus ministers, and just like we said in our first episode, this podcast is for us, not only interviewing chapel speakers, deepening conversation around our Renew theme, we also wanted to platform student voices on this podcast, and we have our very first student today, Lara, the president of Hispanos Unidos, to talk with us a little about her story, what God's doing in her life, and learn more about Hispanos Unidos today. Hello, Anna.
Hey, thank you for having me.
We're so happy you're here. Takes some bravery to be the first one, so she's amazing.
Real talk. It
Literally.
Really does.
We want to start just with a little icebreaker question to kick us off.
Icebreaker question. Anna, are you ready?
I am ready.
Ready for the cast? What are you listening to / watching at the moment? So I guess like music, podcasts.
Yeah. TV shows.
TV show, movies even.
Yep.
So what I'm listening to right now is Waymaker, but in Spanish.
It goes so much harder. I'm not even going to lie. It's so much better.
So good. I listened to it on my way to school and on my way to work. So that's how I start my morning. And what I've been watching is Gilmore Girls.
Oh.
Just because we're starting fall.
I was about to say good vibes for that. Who's your favorite character?
I would say Lorelai.
Okay, and are you a Jesse or Dean girl?
Ooh, I don't know.
Mace is like, what's going on?
I can't contribute to. So.
I would say Jesse.
Okay.
What about you?
I've only watched a couple seasons, and I know it's such a red flag of mine to say Dean, because I know how it ends, but I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't seen it, even though you've had like 20 years to watch it. But I think I'm a Dean girl. I know, red flag on my case, but that's okay. Okay, so Gilmore Girls, Waymaker. Love it.
Nice.
Okay, tell us a little about yourself. What year are you? What's your major? Hometown? Let's get all those formalities out of the way.
Okay, so I'm from Merkel, Texas, which is a 20-minute drive on a good day. And I'm a junior nursing major with a minor in psychology.
That's a really good combination.
I have a real quick question. What defines a good day of driving and a bad day of driving to make it like,
I don't
what's
know
the difference in time?
You've seen, but they're currently working on I-20.
Oh, I didn't know this.
And they've been working on I-20 for, I feel like, forever. But so there will be traffic almost all the time. So
construction.
Road construction.
Because they're coming from.
So I'm coming from Merkel.
Further west.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you heard of the Trent Gorillas? It's another school out that way. I was just hoping you'd know it. What's Merkel Badgers?
Yeah, it's Merkel Badgers.
My husband used to be a teacher, a special ed middle school teacher out in Merkel. Did you go to Merkel Middle School?
I did.
Crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, I went to Merkel my whole life.
Badgers is kind of a cool.
I like the Badgers.
Yeah,
it is.
So.
I was a lady badger though.
Oh yeah, Lady Badgers. Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out Lady Badgers. Okay, you're from Merkel. Tell us about your family. You have any siblings?
Yeah, so my dad is actually from San Luis Potosí, Mexico.
Okay.
My mom is from here, from Abilene.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we've been here around the area for quite a while. Yeah. I have 3 siblings. I'm the oldest.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you like being an older child?
It's a lot of pressure, but I do like it because like right now I'm building that path for them. So like it's so much easier for them. Yeah. And so like I love whenever they're like, "Hey Anna, can you help me with this?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll help you." And so like it's like some sort of like reward that I get. But yeah, my sister, she's 17. She's a senior in high school. And then the little sister, she is about to be 14 on the 20th. Oh. So we're going to start planning her quinceañera pretty soon.
Nice.
So 3 girls.
There's 3 girls and then my baby brother.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, I say baby, but he's 10.
Okay. Are y'all close?
Always a baby brother, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are really close though.
That's sweet.
I like that.
That's awesome.
Okay, I would love to know how your parents met.
Yeah, so my mom's parents are from the same area that my dad is from. And so they actually they were next door neighbors basically. And they grew up, I think they had like a sort of love-hate relationship.
Oh, that's the tea.
Yeah. But they started playing like outdoors. They'd play soccer, whatever, in the street. And then they just, I guess as they grew older, they were like, oh, hey, like, I like you. And they've been together since they were about 15.
Wow.
Dang.
And
High school sweethearts.
Yeah.
Cute. I love that. Okay, so you've been near Abilene your whole life.
Yep.
And you are from a small town.
Yeah, Merkel's pretty small. I feel like it is kind of growing though.
Yeah.
But what I like about, I always say Merkel's like a small but tight-knit community. I always feel like everyone's there to like lend a hand if you need it. And that's what I really liked about Merkel.
That's sweet. Shout out Merkel.
Kind of like just a big family.
Yeah, just a big family. Everybody knows each other.
The big Merkel family.
Big Merkel family, yeah.
Well, coming from just kind of a small school and smaller town, I'm assuming Merkel is not like a really big school.
No. My graduating class was 70.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very different than my graduating class from the Dallas area. But
Yes.
So coming to ACU, do you have any classes where you have like 70 people in them?
Well, actually, I did developmental psych.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
like, it was in the
Our auditorium.
Yes, our auditorium, and it was huge. I was like, I'm not used to this.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about that transition of kind of coming from a smaller school where, like you said, you have 70 people in your graduating class to ACU where, yeah, you did have one class, you know. ACU does have smaller classes, but one class where you have 70 people. And so what's that transition from a small school to a big school like ACU and just moving from high school to college?
Okay. It was definitely a hard transition, I would say, just because like in high school, I would see everybody and I knew them. Whereas here, I'm like, I see a new person every day. And like to this day, I still feel like I see a new person every day. And so that was kind of hard on me because like coming here, I didn't know anybody because all my friends went like to tech. Yeah. And I was the odd one and came to ACU.
Scratch them. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, it was hard for me to make friends here. I guess I could say, but I met my friends during Wildcat Week, so that was good. And I what I liked about ACU is that we had that Wildcat Week, we had those mentor groups, and we had that where what's it called when you go and meet your mentor groups for the first time? I feel like they had a name for that.
Welcoming ceremony?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but that's where I met everybody, and that was nice. It is nice here though. What I like about it is that like my professors are like there to help me.
Yeah, they're invested.
Yeah,
They want you to succeed.
yeah, they do. Want me to succeed.
They do. What would be your friendship hack? Coming from a place where you felt a little isolated and overwhelmed, what was your friendship hack for getting to know people?
Get out of your shell. Definitely. That was hard for me. Like growing up, everyone knew me as like the shy kid in school. And so my mom, the advice, she was like, you need to learn to like get out of your shell. And I was like, oh, okay. So, just getting out of your comfort zone. It was the life hack that I had. Like if you see someone like sitting alone, just like go up to them and be like, hey, like my name's Anna, and like, you want to be friends?
Yeah.
That's basically, it's basically
I'd say yes. I want to be your friend.
Yeah. I mean, that's bold and courageous. And a lot of people, especially in today's world, really struggle with that. So really props to you for
Thanks.
being able, and as a shy person, naturally, to being able and willing to just go up and be like, hey, like, what's your name?
Yeah.
Do you want to be friends? And I think that's great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, so you are and let's talk about naturally being shy.
Yeah,
You're the president of Hispanos Unidos.
Yes.
Walk us through when you got involved,
Okay.
why you wanted to run to be president. I don't know how y'all's election works. I'm assuming there was voting and all the things maybe. why you love it.
Okay. So I started to become what you call a member. It's just like being active in their organization. There's officers, there's members. But I joined my freshman year, and I liked the community there, and like it felt like a safe space for me, especially like being Hispanic. I was able to like, I guess like communicate with them and had that same like traditions that I was used to. And then I decided to run in the spring of 2024. So what we did was, it was kind of new. I don't think they've done this method before, but so all the ones that were interested in running, like we just sat there and we went up there and we told them like why we wanted to be a member of HU. And so like everybody just voted among themselves. And the reason I wanted to be president was because like I feel like HU was kind of like, I don't want to say like it kind of like went downhill, but I feel like when I went around, people were like, oh, what is HU? I'm like, you haven't heard of it? And I'm like, okay. So like I wanted to rebuild that foundation and make it like known to like all Hispanics, but not only Hispanics, to like everyone, because obviously like we value everyone, we welcome everyone, we want everybody to know that we're here for you. But we also like, our mission is to educate the ACU community, but also the Abilene community of our Hispanic tradition, our values. And forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah,
It's a great purpose statement that you just threw out there.
Yeah.
I want to add a question, but I know I didn't prep you for this question.
Okay.
But with that in mind, and being at a Christian school, growing up in the Christian faith, how has your connection to your heritage cultivated your faith and grown it?
Okay.
With your relationship with God?
Hispanics, like, we're obviously like very religious, or like from where I'm from, we're very religious. Like I always grew up going to church on Sundays, doing like just anything religious. My grandma, when I would travel to Mexico, she would take me to church with her 3 times a day on Sunday.
Wow.
And then we'd go on Wednesday again.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was always really close to God, but I feel like my second to third semester, I kind of like lost my faith a little bit, but being part of HU has been able to like get me back into that path with God.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, kind of back with HU, what other things that you really enjoy about it?
I like the community, and I love that it's a safe space. And my big thing is family. That's what it feels like to me, that we're all family. We're all like united. That's what Hispanos Unidos means. It's like Hispanics united. We're all united. Here is called solamente faith, which means only faith. And so what that means is like, she wants to plug in that like for freshmen, mainly for freshmen, but like for anybody who's having a hard time like connecting with God in their transition from high school to college. And like I feel like a bunch of freshmen like lose their faith, but we want to let them know that we're here for you. God is here for you, and we're helping them like build their faith in our chapel.
I love that.
That's great. I mean, that ties so well into, I like y'all at chapel today, I'm guessing. Even what we were talking about in Moody Chapel of Jared's point being like, God is for you. And so I think that's just so great. And something that a lot of young freshmen need to know is that it's so daunting coming to college, but knowing that at least someone is for you. And not only someone, it's the Lord who can be there for you more than anyone else. And so I think that's great, and that's amazing. Y'all are doing some really, really great things.
Yeah. When my chaplain came to me with that idea, I was like, I love that idea.
Love
like,
it.
It's so good.
And I think something else we talked about in chapel today that Jared Robinson said, he said, doesn't matter where you came from, where you're going, if you even believe in God or not, God is for you. And so I just think about the times that you feel like you are far in your faith. It doesn't matter what you look like on this campus, what you're involved in, what you're not involved in, where your academics are, whether you're a A student or F student. Like, God is for you. God sees you. God knows you, regardless of how much you feel like you're in control or not. And so I just think it's powerful to just hear that, but then to have students empowering other students and saying the same thing in amazing safe spaces like HU is just like cherry on top.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, Anna, to wrap us up, if you could give any college student from 18 to however old college students can be, what encouragement or advice would you give them?
Okay, so I have two.
Oh, yay.
Let's go.
My first one is when I started to lose a little faith, I found a Bible verse. And I would say find a verse that really connects to you, and it's it's going to keep you going. So I look at that in hard times, and I would say Jeremiah 29:11. That's what I read whenever I'm having a hard time or even a good day. And then my other advice is go to your professors, go to office hours, because your professors want you to succeed. And that's my biggest advice, because my freshman year, I was too afraid to ask questions, and I didn't go to any office hours. And then I was like, okay, maybe I really do need to start going to see them. And I did. And I was like, okay, I see that my professor is actually here for me.
Yeah.
So that's
great.
Advice.
It is good.
Great advice.
Thanks.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, I appreciate how bold you are, because
Thank you.
you can encourage, and being the president, it gives you a lot of space to encourage other students to be bold and ask the professors questions, go up to people and say, hey, can I sit here? And those are things that a lot of people can't do, or not even willing to do. And so tremendous props to you, Anna, for being willing and courageous enough to do that. That's great. Great advice.
I owe that to my mom for.
Oh, shout out mom.
Shout out moms.
I love that. Okay, well, in review, seek people out, dive into scripture, talk to your professors, and hey, check out HU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an event coming up.
Plug it.
I'll plug it. Plug the event.
It's Monday, September 16th. It's after chapel. It's just to start off Hispanic Heritage Month with ISA.
Yes, and HU will be hosting chapel that Friday.
Yes.
And so you will see them, and you can talk to them then if you'd like to get involved. This podcast will drop that day. Wednesday, yes.
HU is hosting next Wednesday.
Thank you for the correction.
Wednesday.
Sorry, I hope I didn't freak you out that the day was wrong. And you can talk with them if you see them.
Yeah.
And listen to this podcast. Well, I guess if you got to this point, you already listened to it. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye.
See y'all.